What is up, everybody? Welcome to AK Plays. I'm AK. Let's play. Alright, today I was trolling with this build right here, which is a 714,000 toughness Nomad. I didn't do a build video because it's not really a build that you're going to be using for real PvP. It is 100% a trolling build, and so I tried to troll some people by cutting some ropes, as you can see. First off, way harder than I thought. I was probably, I don't even know, like 8 of 16 cutting ropes. So it is actually pretty difficult, even with a build this ridiculous. But as you can see, I just literally tried to give people some fits, and everyone hated this build. I got a lot of people that were yelling at me, which I totally expected. I wanted to run this knowing that it's very broken. But it's a trolling build, and you're not supposed to be able to kill people with it. These players probably didn't have their builds at the point that mine is, and so that was kind of the discrepancy here. That's why I was able to PvP with this. They seem like they're either PvEers or that they are still working on their builds. However, so I do end up killing a few people in this clip, and then I think I actually do drop a solo manhunt, which was definitely not my intention, but you know, if it falls in your lap, why not take it? And so I did, and then I go on to try to cut some more ropes, which, you know, I tried with this booster shot. I thought it would be a good plan. Then I tried with a fire turret, figuring, you know, keep people on fire. They can't do as much damage to me. I think that worked a little better. However, it really just altogether did not work out that well. It's actually pretty tough to cut ropes as a solo, especially when most of the time I tried to do it on 3-man, 4-mans. At one point I tried doing it on a multi-group. They weren't rogue, but it was like 8 people just standing around a rope. And I decided, you know what, why not go for it? Which I don't know if I even included that. It was pretty embarrassing. I got wrecked pretty hard. But either way, this was a lot of fun. I got to enjoy the 10k Stamina Nomad, which obviously not your best PvP option, but at the same time, it did some work. I mean, as you can see here, I get to take down a few people, and then in the next clip, it's going to cut because there was a little bit of time between the two. And I always let other people shoot first with this build, because I'm not going to go engage somebody unless they really want to fight me. But like this, I stop and look at them like, man, really? Really? You sure you want to fight? Like, it's just, this is such a broken build, but not in the way of like, oh, it's going to take down so many people. It's broken in the way of like, you really can't kill it. Like, if you're this build and you don't want to die, you literally have the option. You just be like, I don't want to die, I'm going to run away from this. Alright, so we're going for another rope cut here, and actually I do include it. This is the one where there's like 6 or 7 people all around me, and they all have striker. And I was in game chat listening, and at the end of this clip, I think I cut it out, but at the end they go, hey, how many striker stacks, or how many stacks do you have, man? And the guy goes, oh, I got 100. And he goes, oh, I got 79. And the other guy goes, oh, I got 80. And I'm like, yeah, I figure that makes sense. Figures. But either way, and then this guy's running like some kind of hybrid build or something, because it hit pretty hard. And there's a whole fight sequence after this I didn't include because it's like 3.5 minutes. Literally any fight with this Nomad build takes so long that I couldn't include very many of them. This video started as a half-hour video, and I've cut it down to 10 minutes. But it's pretty hilarious. I mean, you can see that most people can't kill this, and when they do, I mean, you're literally just sitting there ADSing my head trying to kill me, and it's really hard. Like, this build is hilarious. And I stopped to wave at the dude. Like, I'm just like, alright, I'll leave you alone. Most people, I give them an opportunity. I'm like, okay, I'll leave you alone. Have fun. Enjoy your day. But if people really want to fight me while I'm using this build, like, okay, I'll fight you. It's just, you're not going to enjoy it, because nobody does. Like, this is a really goofy build. But a funny thing that happened during this trolling is I ran into a bunch of strikers, and I'm definitely not saying this is a striker counter. Do not use this, ever. Like, this build is not meant for fighting. But I don't know how I'm taking down strikers, like, routinely with this build. Like this clip here, first off, you saw that PvE, that was hilarious. Like those NPCs couldn't even damage me. And then I come out here to a striker who's manhunt, so he obviously he's somewhat capable. And I come out and I give him a face tank, and I destroy him. I mean, yeah, he's at low health. He's not at low health, but he has his health bar down a little bit. But I mean, to get beat like that by a 10k Stamina Nomad, come on. But I don't know. I mean, this build is hilarious. It just, I don't even know. I mean, it's straight comedy when you run this, because it's not going to kill a bunch of people, but it definitely survives literally anything. Like with these two dudes here, I had to speed this footage up because they were chasing me for 48 minutes. 48! That's like an eternity in Division time. But I sped this footage up, I did cuts, and I didn't include like a good half of it because I was running throughout the entire DZ. I killed these dudes probably like 8 times. Like, they're both running, I think one had a striker shotgun with a showstopper and the other one had striker with something else. And it was sad. Like, they were chasing me for 48 minutes. And I would just wait for my Nomad, turn around, fight them. And I'd win every time because, I mean, this build is kind of OP, but they're using the build that's supposed to be getting nerfed here because it's so strong and OP, and I'm like, I'm sitting here laughing at these dudes. Like, you can't kill this 715,000 toughness Nomad, and obviously they can't. I mean, this build shouldn't die ever. Unless you're like being an idiot like I was, where you just sit there and cut the rope all the way until someone kills you. You're pretty much not gonna die. Like, I've ran this probably 2 days now, trying to get some more clips with this, and it is hilarious. Like, I'll go run into a group of manhunts and I'll just melee them. Like, not to death, but I'll just melee them for fun, and they can't kill me. Like, this build is 100% a troll build, and it is so funny. I mean, like, this dude has me shocked multiple times and he can't kill me. Like, dude, you got striker. What is going on? But I don't know why he was using his double barrel here. Maybe he was hoping it would give him fast stacks. I don't know. I mean, can't jump into minds with some of these people. But either way, I had some fun. I tried cutting some ropes. It didn't go all that well. I had, I think, a couple successful attempts, but it was just a mess. I mean, I had way more fun just going up to rogues and trolling them with this build. I wish I concluded this one of the manhunts I was fighting earlier, because I literally just ran up to a 4-man and just started punching. And they didn't kill me. I eventually just ran off because I was bored. But either way, these guys, these two dudes, like, man, these guys, they were something. They kept hunting me down after the 48 minutes of running, which you guys just saw concluded was at that garbage truck over there. Was when I killed both of them, I ran off. They waited outside the safe house, and then they kept chasing me after the 48 minutes of running. I don't know, they must have been on me for like 2 hours. But they chased me all the way to the checkpoint where I was trying to get out of the DZ and go find some other extractions to go try to cut ropes. And these guys just kept following me. So they tried again, they died again. And I'm like, dude, I've killed the both of you how many times, and I'm using a joke build. And either way, they just kept coming. And I was in game chat, like, laughing as hard as possible, and I was trying to talk to them, but they didn't have their game chat on. And so I'm here, and I was, as you can see, I was just in the map trying to find extractions. And I got on my map, and I'm like, this dude is really still here. Like, he really still wants to fight me. I did not understand why. I'm like, well, I kind of did. I kind of get it. I mean, I've been running for this long. He's probably pretty upset. And of course, at the end of the clip, you will see just how upset he is. But I'm like, alright, I'll give him a chance. I'll fight him again. And then here, I hear him in game chat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, finally. So I come right back, and I'm like, alright, you called me back here, because I'm like, you want to fight, we will fight. I am excited. You're finally in game chat. You have something nice to say. And, well, we'll see what he has to say. But either way, he's not exactly happy with what's going on. As you can tell, this build is hilarious. I got to troll the crap out of some people. And, of course, I got to beat up on some people that were not ready for combat with this build. But I mean, this guy had a couple of Nomad procs. I mean, oh my gosh. I can't say anymore, guys. This is hilarious. I'm done. Props is green, too. I mean, this man tried everything. He did not like what was going on here.
Come on, you a fucking pussy, bro. You still running and this shit.
And that's that. Obviously, he was not very happy, But you know what? I had a fun couple of nights playing with this build in the DZ. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it was kind of funny to you. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the section below.